it's me, Sean Capri. I'm glad you're here because you're listening to the most wholesome Nintendo podcast on the internet. It's the Nintendo Drive. I'm on a Skype call with my friend Console Caito, the sauciest potato, and on our journey today, I rank credits on Kirby and the Forgotten Land, and a good Mario Golf game is coming to Nintendo Switch, and Metroid Dread Boss is coming, so jump on into the Nintendo Drive. Here we go!
Hi, Sean.
I didn't take a deep enough breath for an intro like that, and I totally surprised you, Caito. We did not talk about us actually starting. We were just talking, and then I started yelling.
It caught me off guard. This is when I wish that we were on video because I was not ready. And I almost yelled back, but I didn't.
What do you mean you were? What would you have yelled back?
The same thing. I don't know. I was just going to yell it right back at you for yelling at me like that.
But you're like, you can't, that would have, I can't tell if I would have totally got derailed and maybe started over or just laughed through it. I think maybe that a little bit.
You would have just kept going.
That's where we're at. What can I say?
You're so professional, you know.
I don't know about that. Fake it till you make it. Yeah. There's a lot of recording tape that we've got. We can just keep going.
Oh, there's so much. So much. No space today, though.
No space. No, I mean, it's kind of like a nosebleed kind of conversation last week, just thinking about the expanse of the universe. Like, that's too much. Let's just keep it grounded.
I've been thinking about it ever since.
Me too. Anytime even something remotely, like, how is that a thing? I think of you saying, how does anything exist? I wish I wanted, like, as a soundbite, like anytime you message me on Discord, I wanted to say something like that.
It's so overwhelming.
It's
okay,
too much.
We won't get into that.
Yeah.
I'm doing good, though.
Yeah, you're good?
Doing? Yeah, good.
I'm good. I traveled quite a lot since the last time you and I chatted. I was in your country. Yeah. Everybody welcomed me, and it was very nice. And now I'm home. I got home last night. I got home about 8 hours ago.
I cannot believe you're doing this after just getting home.
Yeah, I was flying home.
I would be like, sorry. Reschedule.
But the thing, you just get it done, and then I'll pay the price maybe a little bit later. I'm all like mixed up on time zones. It's not a huge change, but like 2 hours is enough. Like I got home at 2 o'clock according like Eastern time, which is, or no, I got home at 1. Never mind. It's not that bad. I was only in Central time. It was fine. Yeah.
You were just totally on my time.
Oh, wait,
Caito standard.
Yeah. The reason I got mixed up is because I flew from Nashville to Toronto, which is Eastern time, but I wasn't really living there at all. Yeah. I was there for a moment, and then I flew home. But everything was fine, got my Switch time in, watched a movie on the way there. I watched Sonic the Hedgehog on the way down on my phone. So that was pretty good. I hadn't watched it before. Have you seen it?
I have not.
You got to watch this movie. Is it because you hate Sonic?
No, I don't hate Sonic. I just don't love Sonic.
I'm just trying to get to the bottom of this.
No, I used to be a big Jim Carrey fan.
Yeah, same.
I really loved like Liar Liar, that era of Jim Carrey.
That's interesting. That's the movie you pull out.
Yeah.
That's like the Liar Liar. Like, do you want to take another stab at that, or are you locking in with Liar Liar as like your go-to?
I that movie
I'm nothing against Liar Liar. Just like
look. I'm not going for like The Mask or whatever,
I get look. I'm like, I actually sat back in my chair. I'm like, all right, what do you got to say about this?
Do you want me to start talking about Jar Jar Binks again?
How does this happen? We weren't even anywhere close to Jar Jar Binks, like not even at all related. How does this keep it? You guys know what? You know what it is? I keep giving you the reaction. I give you the satisfaction. Yep. That's what it is. Yeah, I gotta be smarter than that.
What would your Jim Carrey movie of choice be?
Like if you said like, back in the day, I like Jim Carrey, like I probably like Ace Ventura right at the start. But like kind of in order, like Ace Ventura, Dumb and Dumber. Well, that's not in order. Cable Guy, The Mask. Yeah, like something in there. But Liar Liar is like, I don't know.
Well, those were kind of like, I was really young when those came out.
Yeah. Yeah, we probably shouldn't have been watching some of those.
Yeah, like I feel like I've seen Dumb and Dumber maybe once.
Dumb and Dumber is pretty, I had to wait until later. I remember my mom not liking it, and I think because it was inappropriate for us. So this is one of those movies where I was young enough to just take whatever my mom said about the movie and just go like, well, that's probably the case. Like my mom says it's not a very good movie, so I thought it wasn't a good movie. And then my friends were like, Are you nuts? Like, it's one of the best movies ever. And I rewatched it years later. I guess I would have watched it for the first time. I was like, Mom is a liar. She was just trying to keep this movie away from me, which I understand very much.
Is there like a truck that looks like a dog in that movie?
Yeah. Yeah, they're driving.
And then,
Mm-hmm.
And then
that's a different movie.
It is?
Yeah, that's
Wait, what's that?
Isn't that Dude Where's My Car?
Oh, you're right. That's
yeah. It's we're still talking about a car.
Same things.
Yeah, they got the missing. The heads are falling off. Our pets' heads are falling off.
They're all the same. All those types of movies are the same to me. And look, I get criticized on the weekly on my taste in movies and TV shows.
Well, that's not right. I don't mean to add on to that. I don't want to dogpile that. What do you mean people criticize this?
Because I just don't like stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. That type of humor is just not my thing. Like, I respect it for what it is. Har har, very funny.
Har har.
Whatever. But it's just not I'm not going to be laughing and partaking in the funnies.
I'm not sure how it holds up now. I think that's the trickiest part. Number one, like, are you watching it as a grown adult, or are you watching it as like this immature, 13-year-old kind of thing and giggling at all the poop jokes?
The one that gets me the most heat is my disdain for the movie Bridesmaids.
Oh, wow. Oh.
And everyone loved that movie.
They did, yeah.
And I'm just like, I cannot. We paid $1 to go see that movie at the Dollar Theater.
Mm-hmm.
And
classic.
We almost walked out.
Oh, wow. Many of you, not even just you.
Me and Todd. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We almost left because we both hated it.
Holy cow. You guys have been together a long time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
10 years, I think. I think we've been.
I feel like that movie came out longer than 10 years ago.
7 years.
Yeah. Is that? I don't even. We'll have to. If only there was a way to find out when that movie came out.
Yeah,
I don't know that.
We only had access to release dates.
My internet is being used for this call right now, so if I use it for anything else, then it's sort of like when you pick up the phone and it'll hang up.
You have dial-up? What's going on over there?
Yeah, well, it's Canada. We do what we can. We're just trying to keep up with the rest of the world. It's funny because I was in Nashville, and I like to think that, the experience of a Canadian and the experience of Americans are like pretty close. And then I go down and I'm like, we don't have any of these stores. Like, we don't have any of these shops or fast food restaurants or anything. It's like, maybe it is a little bit more different than I would like to think.
Oh, 2011. I guess we've been together longer than I thought.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's been a bit. Mm-hmm.
Look at us.
That would have been, is that like first date territory, or is that like you guys have been going out for a bit?
I think it was early-ish on, but not, I don't know.
That's how you knew that you guys were right for each other. You're like, you both didn't like it.
No. I mean.
No.
First date, we saw The Social Network.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that was 2010.
Which starts with like a first date or a date scene.
Yeah.
It opens with that. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's a good movie. Look at that.
Yeah.
The movie Drive.
I know. I was going to say, what are we even talking about right now?
Can we start a movie podcast? Are you going to move it along?
We should. Well, we could start a movie podcast.
Okay, let's do it.
But I would be talking about movies that everyone hates, apparently.
I was going to say, that would be a really interesting one. Like, we're on this show, like, I think we mostly agree on a lot of things, and we just giggle the whole time. So that's what I think people enjoy. Definitely what I enjoy. But a movie podcast would be like that classic, like, I don't know, just totally different points of view. And we just fight the whole time.
Yeah. Because, like, your favorite movie is Armageddon.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite movie is Titanic.
Oh, I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
Things would get
but our vehicles of choice are heading in the complete opposite directions.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got a shovel.
What's your favorite Disney movie?
Ooh, that's an impossible question.
Like cartoon style,
like gut,
original,
like right out of my the first reaction is Aladdin. Like I'm not overthinking it. Like Aladdin is like right up there. Yeah,
that's good. Yeah, Lion King is.
Yeah, and it's in that era. Like those three.
Yeah.
Yeah, Beauty and the Beast is up there as well. But I feel like you still like some of the ones where things kind of like after that, like you like Hercules and Hunchback and things like that. And
I love Hercules.
Yeah, I'm just not about I gotta watch it again.
I don't like Hunchback, but
yeah, Yeah, things started to take a bit of a turn after
Wait,
that.
why did you just assume that I liked the ones
I knew
after
that. I didn't assume. I knew that you liked Hercules. I knew like the movies that kind of came after that. Because
What is
that's
it
like the
about
most
me
offensive
that
thing that I've said
screams
apparently
Hercules?
today. How dare you assume Hunchback? Oh my. Yeah, we almost made it to 50 episodes, everybody.
Okay.
We almost got there.
What about, is this a Disney movie? Emperor's New Groove?
Oh, I love Emperor's New
Okay.
Groove. Oh my gosh. Cusco.
Yeah.
What's his name? Oh my gosh. I love that movie so much.
The amount of singing that's gone on in the
Oh,
past
it's
like
so good.
40 minutes.
Well, we could talk in Squirrel if you want. Squeakin',
I
squeakity,
wish I were
squeakin'.
an Oscar Mayer wiener.
Oh, was that before the show? Was that on the show?
It was.
Yeah,
It
we're
was
just.
before. We're just all
Oh
over the
my!
place.
We're just
Okay,
warming
okay,
up our
okay.
voices. All right. I don't
Ryan-
even know. We've been
Ryan
recording for so
Turford
long.
is-
Oh my goodness.
Scolding me right now. So we're going to clean out the garage. Reminder, you can listen to the Nintendo Drive or whatever this podcast is.
Whatever it is.
And all of the Yumi and Capri podcast content over on YouTube, youtube.com/Yumi Capri. You want to be subscribed because on Friday, Yumi Capri Day starts at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Be there. It's going to be fun. It's going to be an all-day affair. You're going to see all of us live and in the flesh, which you never get to see us.
Yeah. We're just
So,
voices.
Yeah, you don't even know what we look like. So we'll be there for that. So be there. We do have a comment of the week over on YouTube, JKJ, who says, "This was seriously such good, ridiculous fun. Clearly, you two missed each other because we definitely got 2 weeks worth of laughs." So what is JKJ going to say about today? I would pay literal money to watch either of you two mouthful mode, an eagle, brain surgeon, or gymnast, although I don't wish the apparent marital discord that comes with being a brain surgeon. Don't stress about all the new games out there. I think it's harder for those of us that lived pre-streaming digital world.
I got a lot of comments about
You have
the
everyone
brain
concerned
surgeon.
about their marital lives.
Everybody's a brain surgeon all of a sudden. The brain surgeons are coming out of
Right.
the woodwork. You know,
Who knew we had so many brain surgeons?
what if
listening?
and brains? They're in surgery for a long time. I bet at least one was in surgery while they're listening to us, and hopefully it didn't distress them too much. Like, what if they're trying to save somebody's life and they're like, "Oh my God, my wife, she's gonna leave me."
And they just leave. They just drop the tools.
Just drop
They're
the
just like,
knife,
I'm
just
out.
drop the scalpel. Like, Jenkins, you take over.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, last week was a good time.
It was
Mhm.
good.
And look
Yep.
at us. 49 episodes in.
Speaking of Kirby,
Oh, yeah.
I played none.
What?
So, did I?
You
I don't
played
think I did.
none.
Since last time, I don't think I did.
I
Unless
felt
I
pressure.
streamed it since then. I don't know. I don't think I did, though.
I had a plan. I had this elaborate plan. I was going to play and beat Kirby. I was going to jump into Triangle Strategy. I was going to evaluate my options on Lego Star Wars. And I beat Kirby. That's all I did. I ran credits. I should say, I should even be clear on this. I ran credits. This whole conversation about Kirby is too short. I just don't know about this, Caito.
Really?
The game seems to like keep going for me, at least. Number one. Number two,
Are you just bad?
I might be bad at it. The last few bosses in this game, like balls hard. This game,
Really?
like actually frustratingly hard. And did you know that Kirby can dodge? Did you know that this is a thing? I learned it by
No.
accident. You know he has a dodge mechanic.
No.
He has like a.
I
if
just
you,
always
you just I
fluff him
know.
up. I just fluff him up.
What a perfect way to, what a perfect sound effect for it. And that was my frustration with it, is like these bosses are just like rushing at me and I'm like, run faster, you
Yeah, he's just
stupid
waddling.
blob. He's just like, I guess I'll go over here now. And then you like fly and just like, tweet, 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 tweet,
Yeah.
tweet. Like a little rush. Come on, man. So I learned by accident that if you hold the and did you know there's a block button? You know you can block?
I don't think I knew that. No,
You
I
like
always just
L or
fluff.
R, he like kind of crouches down and he puts up a block, and it's like pretty important as it turns out. So you get later on into this game and suddenly you got to have like perfectly timed like dodges and ducks and dips, dives, dodges. I'm forgetting the 5Ds of dodgeball. Maybe that's why I did so poorly on it. So yeah, that's it. It gets actually. I had a really tough time with it, and then you roll credits, and then it's like there's more to do. There's like bonus levels, and they're harder. And everything is dark purple, so you know it's evil. Right. And so the game continues on, and there's tons of stuff to do. I feel like this conversation about it not being a full price game is I really don't think that I agree with it, to be honest with you.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I think it is good. I'm just kind of surprised that it's such a prevalent narrative about it, because I could go back and I've been doing most of the Waddle Dees, and I want to correct myself because people did point this out and they were right. I don't know what I was thinking or if there was an update or what happened. But yeah, if I do find a Waddle Dee, finish the level, I go back and I don't have to refine that Waddle Dee.
Oh, okay.
I was mistaken about that because I definitely saw that afterwards. And I was like, oh, what the heck was I even talking about? So that's good. Yeah.
Maybe you just dreamed it.
I mean, I don't even know what's going on. Like, is this real right now? Am I dreaming right now? Am I going to wake up and go like, oh, I got to record. I slept in through the Nintendo Drive podcast. Dang it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's good.
Sorry I didn't play it.
Well,
I've been too busy watering flowers, so.
That's like, an Animal Crossing?
Yeah.
That's nice.
You know.
I thought it was going to be like playing way more games just over the weekend, actually. It was really just the flights. Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, we just went to game shops and comic stores and we played so much Pokemon Go. I bought a comic. What the heck else did I get? I got myself a hat just to kind of commemorate Nashville Predators. Got a little hat.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I saw a lot of like Alabama stuff, actually, and I saw a lot of like college stuff. And I was like, that'd be kind of nice. Yeah.
Alabama stuff.
Alabama.
You didn't get one?
I didn't. I thought of you though. I thought it'd be kind of like I'd be posing, and I didn't even know what any of it was.
Posing, coming from the person who just wears hats from wherever.
Well, because I wasn't in Alabama.
That's true. Yeah,
I wasn't. I knew where I was. I was well aware of where I had traveled to.
Okay,
I have to say though, we have to do something more like that. For those who don't know, I was at a get together for a podcast called Married to the Games. They had celebrated 500 episodes and they did a live thing. So everybody from apparently all over the world came, and some of us met for the very first time. We watched them record their live show and we hung out all weekend. And it was like a wedding, actually. It's like that there's like the big event in the evening, and the wedding party was out all day doing like pictures, and they're getting ready for everything. And the guests, who were us, were just kind of hanging out all day. Like we grabbed lunch, we went to stores, we hung out, and then at 6:00 we all went to the main event. And we watched them.
They did it live.
They did a live show. We were like there, and they streamed it so people who weren't there, they could watch it. It was really cool. Like we did like live questions. They had a microphone and everything. It was very cool.
That is, wow.
They've done 500 straight episodes, 500 weeks. They've been doing it for 10 years.
500 weeks.
Yeah. So they've got a great community over there, which is very cool. But I want to plant the seed. The reason I bring it up, in addition to just celebrating them, because they're an amazing podcast. People should definitely check out Married to the Games. They're one of my favorites, one of the first shows I ever listened to. But getting together is special, and it's so awesome. And that was a weekend I will never forget. And people should join us for Extra Life, or at least me. I'm trying to work on Caito. I've almost got you there. I'm applying the exact same technique that got you on this show. Public peer pressure. Mm-hmm. First week of November, Extra Life, people can join our team, extra-life.org. It's called Phoenix Overdrive. We play live in Rome, New York, which is in upstate New York. After let's hang out in New York City and then take a train up, and then we play games for a full day together. And we all meet, and it's a community thing, and it's awesome, and people should chat with us in the Discord if they want to do it. So there you go, Caito.
There we go.
Yeah.
So you guys are playing Pokemon Go.
We did a Mudkip community day, and I am obsessed.
What is that?
Was like at a certain point in the day, a gazillion Mudkips show up, and you just collect them, and then you do different like quests and tasks and stuff. And we all got together. We walked around a park in Nashville, the Parthenon, I think it was called. It's like this out of nowhere. There's like this Greek, I don't know, structure of some sort. And it's like in the middle of a park. It was very nice day. And we just like walked around for 2.5 hours catching Pokemon and doing raids and stuff like that. It was awesome. Don't you? That's a judging. Oh my gosh. That's not like I wish I was there. Oh my gosh.
I've done it.
Oh, it was awesome. It was awesome. I used up all my roaming. I had to shut it off after that. I'm like, I did not plan for a full day of Pokemon Go. So
I just saw a video of everyone like tapping their screens.
That's where it started. Yes.
What is happening?
You had the people who were in it, the people who were playing Pokemon Go, and some people like they understand this game to a degree that just blows my mind. It's just like anything else in Pokemon. And so I'm kind of just there like having a good time. Like, you guys show me what to do. I'll have fun. And then there was the people who couldn't care less about Pokemon Go, watching the rest of us just tap our screens. And yeah, it was a blast though. It was super fun just to collect all the things, and now I've got all these Pokemon I can evolve with the kids now. So that's what I brought home for my family.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, not goodies. I brought them. Yeah,
but you didn't play any actual Pokemon.
Not this time. Nope. Well, Kirby.
No triangle strategy. No.
I don't. Like now I don't know what to do with Kirby. Like, what am I going to do with Kirby here? Like, it's not actually done. I don't know.
You're gonna forget about it and move on.
I don't know. I'm like literally in the middle of a level right now. I haven't even finished it yet. I kind of want to see how far this thing goes.
I thought you were going to do... Okay. So, breaking news. Metroid Dread Boss Rush mode is here. I thought you were going to do that.
Oh, my gosh. I really did think I was going to have a lot more time to play. But yeah, I do want to do that too. Look, I'm totally swamped.
I've told you before, that's my nightmare.
The boss rush mode?
Having to do the bosses all over and over. I hate boss fights.
But I feel like as far as like a replay value kind of thing goes, like I don't want to rediscover the map over again.
Yeah.
Like that, well, like I don't want to be lost all over again.
One of those games, I
guess. Yeah.
But
I do want to try it. But you know what I can almost like predict what's going to happen, because I haven't played it since it was out. So I'm going to be awful at it. I'm not going to remember any of the buttons or the tricks or whatever. Like I just got my butt kicked in Kirby, and I'm gonna go run over to Metroid Boss Rush mode. Yeah. Seems like a good idea. There's a couple cast forms in front of my house right now, in case you were wondering.
A couple of what?
Cast forms of Pokemon. But I got Pokemon Go.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Wow. Mm-hmm. I'm glad I'm so entertaining that you're playing Pokemon Go.
It's just this is the sickness that I've brought back with me. I didn't even think about it. I just I'm talking to you and my hands are doing something else. They're just like, I guess I'm just kind of grabbing my phone right now.
It's like me when I go on the eShop.
Oh, it's like, exactly.
It just has to happen. I can't help myself.
You just don't even know what's happening.
Yeah.
Muscle memory. It's disgusting.
So I did see on Twitter, Mario Golf.
Oh my gosh.
Is coming to the Switch. April 15th. Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack members will get Mario Golf. This is the N64 version? Yep. I've never played it, but I figured you would be excited about it because of all of the trash talk of Mario Golf. That actual
Mario Golf. I think Andros, our friend over at Nintendo Pals, actually likes it, but it's a strange opinion to have, I think. You got to watch yourself over there, Andros.
It's a wrong opinion.
Well, people are going to wonder. People are just going to wonder about the rest of your opinions when you say things like that.
Oh my gosh.
It's no good. I will say though, like with the Mario Golf coming out with the 64, I don't know that I was really expecting this kind of cadence of games coming to Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack for like the 64 games. It's been pretty regular, it's kind of nice.
It has been.
So I think we can expect more games to be coming out soon.
Next up, I'm just hoping it's Wave Race.
Oh my gosh, please. Wasn't there, I don't even know. I don't even know what I should say.
Rumor.
I feel like there was a rumor.
I don't know
rumor.
How to. Yeah.
Do
you know how we are about rumors?
Yeah, well, we'll start the rumor.
Yeah.
Well, I was listening to the Nintendo dads, and they're like, "Well, hopefully Smash comes out." And I'm like, Justin Masson, are you smoking the ganja? It's not Smash is absolutely not coming out.
Smash?
You don't need more Smash. You have the Smash.
I've gotten 20 years of Smash.
You got the ultimate one. You don't need anything more.
Smash, just greedy over there.
I'd love to hear from other people what they think is next. Like actually next, not just coming out like eventually. What's the next game for Switch Online? Yeah, for 64 games.
Wait, do we have all the ones that they've talked about so far?
That's a good question.
I don't even know.
I feel like Mario Golf was a surprise.
I think it was too.
I think like Majora's Mask might have been one of the last ones from that original kind of announcement.
GoldenEye. Turok.
That would be amazing. Turok would be so cool.
I don't
That
know.
is something that they talked about on that show as well. I want to hear from that'd be like a question. We'll do like a question of the week that happens sometimes.
Yes.
Like question of the week.
When we remember.
Exactly. It's like sounds like something you do every single week. Yeah. No. What's next?
Well, speaking of things coming to the Switch, the former PlayStation exclusive Bugsnax
What?
is coming to the Switch, and I am so excited about this. When I saw this game, it's so goofy looking that I immediately knew that I had to have it.
This is a Caito
and
game.
I almost bought a PlayStation 5 just to have this game.
I think some people did, actually.
But I'm glad that I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is a better Switch game.
Yeah.
And I will be purchasing it.
Heck yes.
I love it. I love the way it looks anyway. I don't know if I actually love it, but...
Do you know, like, it's a weird game. Like, I think everybody kind of somewhat understands that it's weird, but it's bonkers. Like, I don't even know if it's, like, kid-friendly. Like, you're eating these other things and turning into them. It's very strange.
Is it?
Yeah, like, I think you'll be
like
surprised.
Weird.
Like, it looks, because it looks very goofy.
Right.
But just, it's very, I don't know, it's very weird. But it's coming out right away. I think this is coming out by the end of the month. Is that true? By April?
Trying to look in the eShop and see if it was here in the coming soon.
It literally just got announced, like, just before we started recording.
I don't see it, but also it's making me scroll a lot.
Thanks a lot.
There's Star Wars, which we knew about.
Oh, here it says, on Nintendo Life, it says, it's confirmed for Switch and will be arriving along with a free DLC expansion called the Isle of Bugsnax. I think there's a typo in there.
I see it. April 28th.
28th of April for $24.99 US dollars.
Not bad. Okay.
Look at that.
Oh,
a lot
it's
of game.
so cute too. Sometimes, okay, I'm going to get judgment for this. Sometimes I like to just buy games that have cute little cover arts. to have them in my little library.
I'm laughing at, like, did you just like do a little tee? I want to have that on its own. I need that audio cut out as a soundbite for myself.
But look at the little strawberry. And you know what makes me so bitter is when something has a cute cover art.
Yeah.
And then they have some hideous little screen thing, little tile. Let me see if I can think of one. There was one. What was that game called? There was one game called Snake Pass.
Oh yeah.
And it had like a cute cover art, and then you go to the home screen and it's just a snake's head. It doesn't even say Snake Pass.
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all, use your actual cover art and logo for this. I don't want to look at this snake head.
That started like a whole thing on the internet about artwork on the eShop and how it shows up and everything. Like, people, that was like the game that started it.
I think they eventually changed it, but there are other ones that do that too. And I'm like, why are y'all doing that? Like, you spent all this money and time and resources to get this cover art, and then you have some random logo. Like, this isn't an app on your iPhone.
Yeah.
Like, just, it's weird.
Absolutely. Yeah. Getting into iPhone stuff, it's like everything looks the same.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous. Unless you're playing Pokemon Go. I know.
Just like little symbols. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, so Bugsnax, people can lose their... Like, it's a very popular indie game. Like, people really... It captured the imaginations of people. But I think as more and more people play it, as it comes out of exclusivity, I'm very curious to see how people react to it. It's very, very twisted. This little Isle of Bugsnax. Oh, it is Big Snacks. It's even in the trailer. Why is it called the Isle of Big Snacks? Is that everything's enormous?
I hope so. That sounds fun.
That is fun. Like Big World in Super Mario.
Yeah.
That blew my mind. Okay.
We do have some questions this week, so let's jump into the carpool, invite some friends into the car with us, and we do have 2 questions left over from last week, so I'm going to start with those. Joey Splats, can we talk about the Nintendo boycott I'm arranging due to Nintendo not giving me my Animal Crossing file after it was deleted when I moved my SD card? Obviously joking, but man, it makes me appreciate what Xbox does. All games should have readily available cloud saves. I agree. But do they normally, is this a thing? Like, if you lose something, you can just call Xbox and be like, hey.
You don't call them. You don't even have to call them. It's just there. Like you don't even think about it, regardless of the console that you're on. It's just like, oh, you're playing this game. It recognizes that the last time you played it somewhere else. And it's like, let me go fetch that save data for you. And it just does it. And when you're done playing your game, like it's just instantaneous. There's no like, maybe I should choose to upload this save data to the cloud. It's completely seamless. It's for every game. You don't ever have to think like, this game doesn't do it, so I probably should take special care of its save data. Like there's none of that.
I guess my question is, why is Nintendo not doing it?
Neither does PlayStation. PlayStation isn't that good at it either. Like they're somewhere in the middle. Like it's not like they don't do certain games. Nintendo is very strange about that. But you do have to spend a little extra care in PlayStation land. But yeah, Xbox, they just do it. It just works.
Is it some kind of big investment to like house all the cloud storage?
I don't know. I think it's more just like kind of how a lot of other systems work with Microsoft, I should say. Like when you think about like Office 365 and all their cloud-based products and services that aren't games, like it just works like that. It's kind of like the Google Doc that we work on. It's just instantaneous. Like it's just based on there. So yeah, it would probably take a large investment for Nintendo or PlayStation to do it because they would have to develop it on its own, where Microsoft is just like, we'll just use this infrastructure, and I'm completely talking out of my butt here, but a lot of it just comes over stuff that already exists. So I think it was maybe a little bit easier on that front.
But as if they don't have the money to do it.
Well, yeah, and if they did have to.
Okay, here's another question. Why don't they charge the same way like my Apple Cloud, my iCloud, whatever it's called?
Yeah.
I pay a monthly fee to have more storage. Why wouldn't they do a system like that?
Isn't that the thing? Isn't that what Nintendo Switch Online gives you? Is cloud saves? Like I don't think you get that without Nintendo Switch Online. So you are paying for subpar cloud stuff.
But only some. But why would they not just open it up to everything?
And this is, I think for Animal Crossing, I mean, you might be able to speak to this better than me, but I thought it was because of like cheating. I thought that everybody was worried about cheating and stuff, and that like there might be like this opportunity or something.
But what does saving the file have to do with cheating?
I don't know.
That would just allow me to have another save file? And then what does that matter?
Your guess is as good as mine. I think the whole thing, like, this is the one thing that almost ruined my relationship with Nintendo, because it drove me so crazy that the cloud saves were the thing, and then also the one save per console thing. Like,
I just wish they
insane.
would come out and explain it, because, like, what kind of cheating are they talking about? Because they're obviously not doing anything to try to stop people from doing the treasure islands and all of that stuff.
Right. Or time travel.
They don't care about time traveling. They don't lock that in any way.
Yeah.
So, and they've even said that they're okay with people time traveling. So what kind of cheating are you trying to stop where you can't have multiple save files? I don't get it. But I would recommend anyone who has Animal Crossing, have your save data for that game specifically on your actual console, not on your SD card. I always make sure that my Animal Crossing save is saved to my console, even if that means I have to move other stuff off to make room for it. That's what I do. That way I always have it.
Is that because the SD cards tend to fail more than
I just think, if you're moving things around, it just things get messed up.
See, now I would think the opposite, because I would think, like, if my Switch were to die, I don't want my precious save data that only exists in one place to be like locked to that console, but I hadn't thought of it that way.
But with the SD cards, they have this weird thing where if I put it in another console, it makes me wipe the entire SD card. Yeah,
that's true.
So it doesn't even matter if you have it on the SD card.
What a mess. What an absolute mess. Like, and anytime it's like, you got a new Switch, hooray, and moving things over is just this. I don't know how most people do it. Like, I feel like I'm pretty up to speed with a lot of this stuff, and it really trips me up. And I think that's the case for a lot of people even listening. Like, if you're listening to a Nintendo podcast, like, you're kind of up to speed on stuff, you know? Mm-hmm. You're a little more involved than the other 100 million people who buy Switches. So, like, what do they do?
I don't know. And it's so confusing. And the people, if you try to contact Nintendo, it's so variable based on who you get in contact with, on whether they're going to know how to do something.
Yeah.
Because it's like no one knows how to do anything with the transfers of stuff. Because I remember contacting them before they implemented the transfer tool.
Yeah.
The island transfer tool, a separate app to move your Animal Crossing island.
This was a huge reason I didn't play for a long time. Like, this is like Bobby's all in on it. And I'm like, I am not playing this game because I was so mad at what they were doing. Like, it didn't make any sense. And I'm like, I'll go play where things are kind of being done a little bit better. And I was voting with my wallet, which clearly hit Nintendo really where it hurts on Animal Crossing. They really felt my boycott on that one.
I bought enough Switches to...
Yes, everybody did the exact opposite. They're like, oh, okay, there's these weird anti-consumer kind of restrictions. Let me buy 3 copies of the game and 2 more Switches. Yeah, thanks everybody. Yeah, they really learned their lesson. They're gonna be changing that kind of stuff. Too sweet.
Yeah. Well, I remember contacting them before they had that transfer tool because there was a way for you to transfer it through them. Like I had to contact them.
Good God.
And they gave me a code to enter. Like I had to hit the minus button at just the right time when I loaded up the game.
Stop. It's like a cheat code.
And they gave me a little code to type in and then it moved it over. It was the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
And it worked. But it was just...
Sounds like something that would be in like a Nintendo Power.
Yeah.
Like, here's your insider tips and tricks on how to do stuff with Animal Crossing. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So all of that to say, Joey, I'm sorry that you lost your Animal Crossing file.
Again, he's lost it a couple of times.
Yeah. But you can join me and we can play Animal Crossing from the beginning again. Yay.
You can breed those multicolor flowers.
Yes, exactly. Okay, next question is from, I assume this is Andros, but Nintendo Pals, at Nintendo Pals on Twitter. Question for the show. What is the weirdest or worst comment you've received on something you made, like a video, social media post, podcast, etc.? And has there ever been anything you wanted to reply to but decided not to? What would your reply have been?
You see it all. You get a lot.
I see a lot of stuff. There's not one that I specifically remember, I guess.
Yeah.
My most common, I don't even know how to call it a hate comment, but my most common negative comment that I get is talking about how slow I talk. And
you don't talk slow.
People say I talk slow. And I think a lot of it is people watching my old videos where I was a little more reserved. I was a little more self-conscious of what I was doing, but also my editing wasn't as good. So I wasn't taking the time to kind of break up some of those pauses or take them out, I guess.
Yeah.
And so see, I just paused right there because I have to think about what I'm going to say. Otherwise, I'm just going to be saying, and I don't want that. I think that's worse.
Agreed.
Than if I just take a pause, I think about what I'm going to say before I say it. My mind doesn't work as quickly as my mouth wants to move. So
well, that's good.
I just take a second and I do that. But in regards to responding, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I think... I don't know if I've ever replied to a hate comment, honestly.
Yeah.
Or if I did, I just did a little heart or, thanks. If it's a critical, like a constructive criticism, then I'll respond and just say, thank you. I'll take this into consideration. If it's like a true hate comment, I don't reply as much as I want to.
Yeah.
Because it's just not going to be productive conversation at that point. And anytime I want to reply, I just send it to Todd. I just send whatever my reply is going to be to Todd. And then I feel like I've gotten it off my chest without actually posting it publicly.
Nice. That's a good trick.
So that's
Take
what
that,
I do.
Commenter.
It's not worth it, if I'm being honest. And I just take it. They gave me a view. They gave me engagement by commenting. Thank you very much. I will take it. And then I just move on.
Do more of that stuff that drives people crazy.
Yeah. I do delete things if they are too much. If they're not necessarily directed towards me, but if it's just like a very hateful statement, I will delete it. because I'm just not about that.
Mm-hmm.
People think they can say whatever they want to because they're on the internet, and no, not on my channel.
Not around these parts.
Yeah. How about you? Anything weird? Anything?
I don't know why this sticks out in my mind, but like way back in the day when I was writing reviews for games back in like 2014, 2015, I did a review for the Minecraft. Do you know they did like a Minecraft story mode game, the Telltale games? They're like the adventure games, kind of like The Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead,
Yeah, they did those ones. And I had a criticism of one of the games that some of the themes started to get kind of mature, and I was confused on whether the game was for kids because it was a Minecraft game. And some of the themes were like pretty dark and pretty like, I don't know, not kid friendly. And so I was commenting on that, and somebody pulled out that quote, whatever I had said about it, and said that it was a SHIT comment and critique.
Oh.
And that one jumps out at me for, I don't even know why. And I'm like, and because I guess it just made me think, like, is it? Maybe not. I still think of it to this day. Like, is that a criticism? Is that a valid criticism of a game? Because now that we were talking about Disney movies before, like they all have death and destruction and stuff like that. They go to some places. So like, I don't know. I don't know if that really holds up. So yeah, sometimes those comments can not be what you want to hear.
Discuss, because if I were to get Minecraft for Aiden, I would want to know what's in it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I think there needs to be more of that discussion, because a lot of times I don't have time to. I know in an ideal world, I would consume everything before he sees it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just not realistic for me. So yeah, I would like to know, like, if there's stuff that I need to know about beforehand.
Yeah. Well, and it's not even important. Like it wasn't brutal. Like it really wasn't all that bad, but like there's some parts that get a little scary. There's parts where, people who are close, they like, not everybody survives the journey. I was really surprised by that, by Minecraft. And I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have been surprised. So that definitely jumps out. Bobby was the king of this though. Like Bobby would turn hate comments into paying patrons.
Oh yeah.
Somehow. Like he was, I don't know, like, and he just had the energy and the wit and all the things about it. But he recognized the exact same thing that you do, which is that the engagement is actually quite telling. Mm-hmm. You know, that they watched it. They are providing you with more feedback than most of the other quote unquote like nice people, you know? So
especially
they're actually kind of helping you out.
Who leave negative stuff on every single thing that you post.
Yeah.
Just like, well, there's obviously something engaging about what I'm doing, because you continue to watch it and engage with it. So yeah.
Did you ever get the ones where people would say like, "Oh, you should have more subs. Like you should be bigger."
Oh,
I mean, like you're kind of enormous now.
I know. I still get those. You should have more
be
subs.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I don't control.
I know. It's like, thank you. I don't know what to do with that. Yeah.
Yep. That one, I think,
it is a compliment.
That comes from a good place.
Totally, it comes from absolute. That's exactly what I was going to say. Yeah.
But it is a little. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it, because it's just,
I feel the same,
control.
and I'm just like crying in my sleep because it's not happening. Thanks for bringing it up. I hadn't noticed. I would like to. Exactly.
Oh, okay. Nagachaka asks, Kingdom Hearts 4 has been officially announced by Square Enix. Do you think it will come to the Nintendo Switch?
It's a tough one. It should be on Switch.
Cloud.
Right? Like, doesn't it, you look at that game and you go like, how is that not a Nintendo game?
Yeah, but I think they'll put it on the cloud again.
Cloud, yeah.
For whatever reason, I have no idea.
Mm-hmm. Did you see this announcement? I don't know why. I just thought they had kind of like wrapped up Kingdom Hearts. Like in my mind, they did 3 and that was it. And that probably makes absolutely no sense. I have no idea how the third game ended. I have to admit, I don't love Kingdom Hearts. I have to say.
Thought that I would.
I wish I would. I love Disney. Like this should be a series that I adore, but yeah, I think I missed it.
It's just, yeah. I assume it was the first one. And it was just kind of meh for me. I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't have the Final Fantasy background with those characters. So it's just kind of like a random guy with a key.
Yeah. With the key.
Yeah.
that he smacks people around with.
Yeah. It's just kind of.
Yeah.
It's a little samey for me, but maybe that's kind of all fighting games like that.
Well, it's not a fighting game though, Caito.
You're fighting stuff all the time.
That's true. Yeah, action RPG. Yeah. I just wanted to save you another. Speaking of hateful comments,
sorry, it's not like a Soul Calibur or whatever.
I wish I did. Like, I don't know exactly what it is, and maybe I just need to like spend more time with one and just kind of go along with it because I just don't understand what the heck is happening. Is my big thing. It's like the story is so convoluted in Kingdom Hearts. And I don't even know why I'm going on about this because I'm already going to just get a bunch of hate. I'm searching for that sweet engagement juice in the comments below.
I was happy for everyone when they got Sora in Smash.
I feel the same way about this announcement.
Yeah.
I'm stoked for people are so excited about this. I don't know if there's any it's not going to come out anytime soon, I don't imagine.
Was it just kind of like a here's the logo announcement? Or did
and another game. There's like a whole other, it was basically, it really was the logo. It's exactly the same. It's just this Roman numeral, here's a 4. 4. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Well, do I think it'll come to the Switch? Yes, but as a cloud.
Yeah. Just depending, Switch Pro. Don't forget about that Switch Pro that's coming.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Got to mention that at least
Maybe
once.
It'll have a fancy cloud system when that comes around. Maybe they'll upgrade the cloud. I don't understand the cloud. I mean, I know what it is and I get it. I know we've talked about it already, but my brain can't process.
Just like space.
The internet.
It's huge and everywhere, just like the universe. It's ever expanding.
Yeah. I literally imagine just like a white fluffy cloud with a bunch of save data. Sometimes it comes raining down on you. GameSpot.com ran an article that this is what I love about series like this. If it's Pokemon, Zelda has this a lot, maybe Mario to a certain degree, but certainly Kingdom Hearts. When they do like a trailer or a teaser, especially, people will do frame by frame analysis of this stuff. And GameSpot did an article that they said that looks like there's like a small little, it looks like there's a hint of Star Wars in it, like an ATST, like the Chicken Walker thing. Yeah. It looks like that might be in there, which makes sense because Disney owns Star Wars now. So that could also be something that gets me kind of going with this one. If Jar Jar Binks is in it, I'll buy it.
Damn it. I don't even see it coming. It's just so how far outside of my mind Jar Jar Binks is when it comes to Star Wars. And there you guys are. The Jar Jar. Well, you guys got to come up with a name for your silly little Jar Jar fan club. Jar Jar. What do you call the fans of Jar Jar?
I don't know. But I would buy it.
Well, so there could be something else. I'd like to see them change up that formula a little bit and expand what it means to have the Disney crossover in there.
I don't even know what they've done previously, so it's hard for me to say. I would love to see this in it because I don't even know what's been in it.
Oh, the other thing that they announced was a mobile game. It's coming out later this year called The Missing Link.
Are you big on mobile games?
Wow, I love Pokemon Go, and I've been playing Candy Crush, so I'm not going to turn my nose up on it just because it's a mobile game. And I dug Mario Run. I actually liked Mario Run quite a lot.
Did you play the Pikmin one?
Only a little bit. I did not think that was a very good a good one. And I kind of want to get the Kingdom Hearts or Fire Emblem one back again.
I thought it would be because it reminded me of Pokemon Go.
Kind of. It just didn't seem like I was it was just walking. It was just something that you kind of
just to get you to go outside and exercise.
Yeah, I just didn't. And maybe they've updated it since then. I've deleted it. My kids sometimes ask let's play the Pikmin game. I'm like, that game sucks, you guys. You got to know that some games suck.
Sorry, kids, that game sucks.
That game blows.
On to the next.
They're like, we don't understand.
Yeah.
Does it suck or does it blow?
Oh my gosh. Wow. I don't play any mobile games.
It's
my
probably
battery
for the best.
Can't handle it.
It's probably for the best. It's designed to rot at
I don't need
latch
another
onto our
thing
lizard
on
brain.
my phone.
Yeah.
Because I'm just constantly looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube, or I'm making a thumbnail, or I'm looking at Discord.
You do your thumbnails on your phone?
I do.
You
like 90% of the time. Yeah.
Wow, that is amazing. Oh man. See, I'm such an old man.
Because I
can't
have to find time to do it.
Yeah.
So
totally
it's just easier, like if I'm just, around, I just can't have my computer with me. Or I also have my iPad that I do stuff on too. So, okay. Well, that wraps up the show for today.
Aw, that's it?
That's it. We talked for a long time.
I know. It's fun though.
Yeah.
People seem to like it.
Yeah.
That's neat.
So next show will be live. Just a reminder. Yumi Capri Day.
For me? I remember.
No, everyone listen. I assume people are still listening.
So funny.
Okay, Sean, where can everyone find you on the internet?
Oh, you can find me on Twitter and on Twitch at Sean Capri, Sean like Connery, Capri like the pants. And if you like the show, I don't know why, but maybe if you like it, you can support us at patreon.com/Yumi Capri.
And you can find me on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter at Console Caito. That is all for episode 49 of the Nintendo Drive. Thank you so much for listening. Until next time, we will see you on April 15th for Yumi Capri Day. Also, if you like Jar Jar Binks, leave it in the comments. Okay, bye.
I knew you were going to mention Jar Jar. The Nintendo Drive is fueled by patrons at patreon.com/Yumi Capri. And from the bottom of my heart, I am so grateful to the more than 70 patrons who support us each and every month, with a special thanks to our Capremium producers, Dallas Ford, Lee Navarro, the fearless leader of the Phoenix Overdrive Extra Life team. You can join me and the rest of the Phoenix Overdrive team at extra-life.org and raise money for the kids. And Jonathan Brown, the man behind the music on this show and the Nintendo Drive. You can download his latest album, In My Element, on Spotify and Apple Music. Our platinum producers, Robbie Bobby Miller and Trucker Sloth, and all of our gold members, Argo, Brendan Myers, Dallas Robbins, Dano, Emily O'Kelly, Foolish Fuji, Joel Brooks, Jose Jimenez, Mac Time, Marcus O'Neill, Mr. and Mrs. Nasty Boots, RJ Kern, Skinny Matt, Tony Baker, and Xavier Reyes. If you'd like to support the show, go to patreon.com/Yumi Capri and choose the tier that works for you.
Okay, so I've never played Lego Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
What would you call? Okay, so you get to play as the different people, right?
Mm-hmm.
What would you call it? The best character, not an NPC because you're playing as it. What's the opposite of an NPC?
Playable character. You take the N out and then...
Thanks. But I need it to be short. Yeah.
What's the opposite of a non-playable character? A yes playable character.